These rappers are fucking pussy. These rappers are pussy when it comes to the people they talk to. They go to the people like Carmelo Anthony. They go to people like Cameron. That shit pisses me off the most. Stop letting celebrities, your favorite rappers, your favorite athletes, your favorite actors do whatever the fuck they want. Hold them accountable for the things that they're saying, because sometimes they can lie in your face and you will be perfectly content with it. Stop allowing that shit. It's kind of crazy how we got here. And looking back, I can kind of see exactly how it is that we got to exactly this point. You termed it yourself one of the worst weeks ever as far as
for celebrity interviews. Oh my God, nature. What a week.
But I see it now, and I see how we got here, and I don't know what we can do about it, but this is how we got here, bro. It used to be niggas had to go to the radio stations and the magazines and I guess other TV stations. You had to be connected. You had to go to certain places. You had to go to the 106 in Parks. You had to go to the Breakfast Club. You had to go to Vibe and Source.
Like a circuit that you had to go.
You had to go to those places. So that's how guys like Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie and all these people, that's what it was in their time. Then eventually something happened. Artists stopped wanting to do those press runs because some of them, like I think of Chief Keef, I think of Gucci Mane, are not very articulate in the way that they speak, or maybe they have some social anxiety about speaking to people. They don't have these relations with the typical gatekeepers in hip hop, and so they opted for another route.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And that leads us to where we are today. These rappers are fucking pussy. These rappers are pussy when it comes to the people they talk to. They go to the people like Carmelo Anthony. They go to people like Cameron. They go to, I don't even know who the fuck interviewed Hove, but it was some guy that Hove specifically picked out.
Some dude from GQ, yeah.
Because he knew that person wouldn't hold him accountable for the things that he's fucking saying.
For nothing.
That shit pisses me off the most.
He asked this man about being a capitalist, and he looked at him with a straight face and said, I've never taken advantage of anybody. I didn't get here by taking advantage of anybody.
To talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like the things that you do for the culture, the ways that you put on, the ways that you try to protect and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like people throw capitalists at you in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that verse specifically, the only thing I heard coming up was the American dream until we started being successful. And it was like, wait a minute, you're selling out because you're making money. That was the first thing that was put on musicians. People had this law for the struggling artists. That's a mind game. What we would call back in the day for tricknology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, no, I make art first. And then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take no one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of, the loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in like a capitalist structure. That structure exists, and I just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic.
Nigga, you sold the neighborhood you grew up in for a boof-ass percentage of a team that you no longer have a stake in, and that entire legacy of your home is gone. You sold it for some shit that you don't even have a piece of anymore. And the team is ass.
Here's why this is all a problem. These rappers, they get to choose where the fuck they go, and they don't get held accountable for the things that they say. So Hove gets to go on an interview. Mind you, for those who, I might clip this out, who don't know, Hove is my favorite fucking rapper, right? As it pertains to an entire career, the lyricism, the accolades, all that shit. Hove's my guy. So I know what the fuck Hove was doing when he was 20, 30, 40. Now that he's 60, he thinks he can get out here and tell me that rapping and battle culture is not good for the state of rap.
Sean, he's 60 years old?
Close to it. Somewhere around there. The point is, dog, I've seen you take shots at niggas your entire career. It'd be one thing if you were 60 and talking about some shit that you did when you were 19. And you were like, okay, I look at that and it's a detriment. But we all know battle culture to be a pillar in rap. So you're not about to sit there after you done dissed Cameron and Nas and Ja Rule and all the niggas that you dissed in your entire career. You're not about to sit there and tell me that now, all of a sudden, because Drake lost a battle to Kendrick, that maybe battle rap isn't good for the hip hop culture. Did somebody die? Like the optics of you saying there shouldn't be any battle rap culture, but being the person that you are and all of the beats that I've seen you and your label in, did somebody die? Right? Like that's the only reason I can see you at 50, 60, however old you are now, saying the things that you're saying, is that somebody died because of this beef. Somebody got severely injured because of this beef.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I know competition to be a pillar in hip hop. So you saying this shit is a detriment to one of the pillars of hip hop and what it is that we do in this culture. I say that because J fucking Cole saying the shit that he said.
Next on the list.
Dog, you don't actually believe that you're the number one rapper?
But you said something in the beginning, how like on songs, like how I say I'm the best on songs. It's like, ask me in real life, do I think I'm the best rapper alive?
Do you think you're the best rapper alive?
Bro, it's a nigga named Black Thought that exists. It's a nigga named Lupe Fiasco that exists. It's niggas that on any given day, even my peers, a Drake or a Kendrick, where it's like, yo, I know on any given day I could show up to the studio and give these niggas 80. But I know they could show up on any day in the studio and give me 80. And I might only have 30. Like, so if I'm taking on a rap persona, like when I'm rapping, of course, that's what I like to, that's how I like to rap. And guess what? Sometimes I hit the mark and I say shit and I spit a verse that really might have you believe in that shit. But if you ask me in real life, do I walk around like I'm the best rapper alive? No, nigga. Like I'm the best ever? No. But when I put on that motherfucking cape, like that's how I try to attack shit. And have there been things and moments and verses where I'm writing this shit and I'm like, I know niggas not fucking with this. Absolutely. But in reality, do I walk around this earth like there's no nigga better than me in real life? Like I can't get in the studio with Black Thought and he just give me 90. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, I got 25 for you. You know what I mean? Or any one of these amazing rappers. But I think people hear me say it because they don't know me for real.
Right.
They hear me say it in a verse so much when I have on the cape.
It sounds convincing like a motherfucker.
It sounds convincing because I'm really doing that shit that's going to have a nigga like, man, he think yeah, nigga. No, you think when you hear.
Hey, listen, for all of you, hey, listen, I got to give you some of this. Oh no, he can still bar up your favorite rapper. Oh no, he's still one of the I don't want to hear none of that shit ever again because he doesn't even want it. He was doing it for show. This is a game to him.
Facts.
These niggas disappoint me every day, man. They disappoint me every single day. It was a persona. It was a face that he was wearing. It's a show.
Yeah.
It also confirms to me that Kendrick knew this the entire time, and that's why he was sending warning shots to Cole. He was like, you not for real. You're not serious. At least light-skinned Canadian over there actually wants this. You don't. So don't pull no coffins out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for threats.
Do I think that Lupe and Black Thought are better rappers lyrically than Cole? Yes. Yes, I do. However, we live in a culture where we want authenticity from our rappers. I don't care how delusional it makes you look. I want my rapper to believe that he is the best nigga spitting.
Like, bro, Kendrick and Drake are beefing off of a freestyle that came out in 2013. Over Control. Over Kendrick saying that he was the best back in 2013. That's how bad them niggas wanted that shit. They've been tight about that shit for 13 years. You out here playing. You playing dress up. You doing what my daughter do. You putting on dresses and shit and trying to be a princess. You playing make believe.
But
Like,
that's
oh man, that just
it
Jesus.
fucking hurts. Because
If you're a fan of J. Cole, for sure.
The entire thing here is that even though Kendrick has hits, he does better as far as creativity, album-wise, he does all that shit. I would say he's the better all-around rapper out of, I guess, the three of you. Drake has the hits. You are the lyrical one. You are the one that spits. And for you to not go into the studio believing 100% of the time, I'm that nigga, it's like wrestling. It's literally wrestling. You broke kayfabe, dog.
Hey, I don't get it.
Like,
I don't.
What are you doing? When y'all do shit like this and y'all go onto these platforms that don't challenge you in any way, like I'm sitting there, like you could say whatever you're about to say. I want somebody to just ask a follow-up, right? Come back and say, whoa, you said this, but like, really, is it this? Fucking something.
I understand why he didn't want to go on the podcast now. I get it. Now I get it. I get it. Because niggas are dumb. Niggas are dumb. I think we get so convinced that these folks have made so much money. And there has to be something other than just like dumb luck. Like they have to be doing something that I'm not doing. They have so much more money than me. How could we be the same? How could I be this type of person? And in reality, it is just being fortunate. It's right place, right time, right set of circumstances. There's nothing inherently better about people with wealth than there is from you or me or anybody else walking around here. And they prove it to us every time they open their mouths.
Wholeheartedly agree with that.
They prove it to us every time they open their mouths.
I think if there's something to take away from my rant is that I've never ascribed to celebrity worship. I think all of them niggas are human just like I am. And just because they hold a certain level of expertise doesn't mean them niggas can't be wrong from time to time. And for that, I think they should be held accountable at some level. Hold them accountable for the things that they're saying. Because sometimes, and now that we've gotten to this point, they can lie in your face. And you will be perfectly content with it. Stop allowing that shit. Stop allowing that shit. They need to be held accountable for the bullshit that they're saying. Point blank, period. Stop letting celebrities, your favorite rappers, your favorite athletes, your favorite actors do whatever the fuck they want.